Hello and welcome back to the universe. Today I have a very special one-of-a-kind video. This is my very first real sponsored video, and I am doing this in partnership with two brands, Fwee and Numbuzin. These are two brands that launched first in Korea, but they are now entering the global market. And as you know, I mentioned them in my previous haul videos. I actually got to meet with the team and I got to understand the products a little bit more. So yeah, I'm really excited. I can't talk about everything because both brands have a lot of products. Today I'm going to be talking to you about products that I've been reaching for more often now that it's almost fall. So I'm preparing my skin to go through another seasonal change. And when that does, that's usually patches of dryness. But with these products that I will be sharing with you today, I will teach you how to avoid that. Let's go. So become a subscriber today. So like I said, now that it's fall, I'm looking for products that are more nourishing, hydrating, and products that reduce texture. Because we're back into the season of wearing masks, but also going out more often than we used to when we were wearing masks, I wear my mask often. And my skin isn't ultra sensitive, but when there is abrasion of the skin, then I noticed in my skin an increase of texture. So I'm looking for something that'll really suppleize my skin. And then when it comes to like makeup products, as you know, so I used to be like a sucker for all foundations. I rarely put on foundation anymore. Like I really have to get myself to put on foundation. So I'm looking for things that are easy to use, they add a nice color, and they don't take a lot of time. And today I'm literally just wearing concealer and blush. I did a little bit of powder because I was getting a teensy bit oily, but that's pretty much it. Well, no, and I mean I did other stuff too, but my base is very, very simple. So that's what I've been reaching for more often these days. So like I said, Numbuzin is a Korean skincare brand that recently launched in the global market. So they're available in the US, Canada, Australia, UK, and New Zealand. Their branding is really unique and very different because it's a skincare brand based on numbers. So whether it's toners or serums, they have numbers, and those numbers are supposed to target very specific skin concerns, from reducing redness, increasing glow, reducing texture, things like that. It's not like they have one serum that targets it all, but they have 3, 4, 5, 6 serums. And he actually gave me a lot of their products, but I'm gonna show you guys the ones that I've actually been using almost on a daily basis. And I'm not just using them just for the sake of using them, but they're actually so good. And then today I'm going to be talking more specifically about these two products, the Numbuzin Super Glow Essence Toner, this, and number 3 Skin Softening Serum. So as you know, I came back from Korea recently, right? How many times have I talked about it? 1 million times. But while I was in Korea, because of the environmental change and the fact that I was wearing a mask literally 24/7, my skin became really textured and very red and really spotty. I don't have like bouts of acne, but these two skincare products, I use them every morning. They've really helped bring back not only the glow, but truly reduce texture and just bring back the supality, the suppleness that I always strive for. Can't always get it, right? But these have definitely been helping with that. So I've been using this every day, every morning for over a month now. This is like the perfect morning toner essence. So this is known to be their #1 best-selling toner, and it was actually #1 at Olive Young in 2021. And this is an essence toner, so it's a little bit thicker than a regular watery toner, but the way that it dries on your skin doesn't leave anything. It just really soaks into your skin, and it helps solve a lot of skin concerns like milia, which are like the really, really tiny bumps, texture, and dryness. You do not experience dryness when you're using this essence toner because it is thick with fermented ingredients, which are known to be really good for your skin, but they're actually really difficult to extract. So this also contains bifida, which is the same ingredient in the really famous Estee Lauder night serum that a lot of people use. I don't use it because it's super expensive, but it also includes things like niacinamide and other hydrating ingredients, which really brings in that skin brightening and hydrating effect. While it is like more on the viscous side, so it has a thicker watery texture, it doesn't feel thick or heavy at all. It has a more fattier water sensation, but like I said, it just absorbs so quickly and it doesn't feel sticky at all. There's no added fragrance, but it definitely has a scent for sure. Some people may notice it, but it doesn't linger on your skin and it's not overbearing, so I mean, if you're super sensitive to like added fragrance, you don't really have to be worried because this isn't like an additional scent that they added. As the months get colder, I think I do need to kind of transition into a little bit, not a heavier morning routine, but kind of like a more hydrating routine. Although I already do that in the summer, I usually opt for a lighter toner in the morning, but now as the cooler months come, I'll definitely be continuing to grab this. Second is the number 3 skin softening serum, and if I run out of this, I know for a fact I'll actually repurchase this because this is the bottle repair. This thing repairs the repairs, and it's supposed to help even out that texture and kind of give you a more soft skin, supple finish, right? That's why it's called Skin Softening Serum Bottle. This serum includes a lot of effective ingredients similar to the ones found in the SK2 serum, but obviously for the fraction of the price. That's why I honestly don't think like high end, like a more Pacific, SK2, Estee Lauder, I don't know how worth it those brands are, because I think at the end of the day you're paying for the name because ingredients are pretty much, I don't want to say the same, but they're so similar. So I usually put this on in the morning and I love it. It's extremely hydrating. It has such a nice serum feeling, and the way that it makes my skin feel after, and the way that it makes my skin, the finish of my skin is so good. I know I'd be calling myself a dumpling, but now I'm gonna switch to a peach. Although dumpling sounds better, but I'm like a peach marshmallow. And I don't want to touch my skin right now because I have makeup on, but like, it's so, I don't know, tang like plump. This retains moisture so well, and it keeps my skin super hydrated that if you're dry, I highly recommend it. You can definitely use it every day. It's just that perfect morning serum. That's what I think. It's light, it has absolutely no fragrance, so you can't smell anything at all, and it has a very soft, moisturizing texture. It's not too thick, not too thin, perfect for a serum. And it is a perfect combination with the number 3. And that's why this is number 3 and this is number 3. So easy to use. If you know your concern, but you don't know what product, you can pretty much follow the number line and gather a whole routine based off of that number, which I think is like pretty genius. So I have really been enjoying those skincare products. Moving on to the makeup products from Fwee. So Fwee is a partner brand of Numbuzin, and I met the team that works on both products. So after going through the skincare products, we talked about the makeup products. It was really cool because I'd never experienced anything like that. Fwee has recently launched in America, and their concept is super duper cute because it's like Fwee. It's supposed to be like smiling happy. It's based on happiness. One of the more unique things about Fwee is how they've kind of created their products and how they formulated them, and then how they're launching in the US market. They really saw a niche in the market here that hasn't been filled yet, and their products kind of hit the mark with it. So lipsticks and lip products are obviously super popular in America. I mean, they're popular everywhere, but you already know what I said. I think Korean lip products are superior. And one of the trends that has existed in Korea for a very long time is this velvet blurred semi-matte formulation with Rare Beauty and even the NARS Air Soft Matte Lip. You're seeing more of that soft matte velvet matte. I think Fwee's formula and applicator is still really different from them, and they're more affordable. So these are not called velvet mattes, they're actually called Tint Suedes, and it's such a good name. It has a semi-matte finish, and it really applies like a really velvety smooth lip. So the way that this applicator, it doesn't put on too much, but you can certainly build it up and get an even amount. Really supposed to model a swipe of the finger, because when you have the finger, you can actually control the pressure of it a lot better, and the way that you even it out on the top and bottom. After I apply a lip product, I always apply it with my finger. I always run it over with my finger. What I also love about these tints are the fact that you can mix and match them. I mean, you can mix and match any real tints, but I think the color schemes of these, the reason that they came out with these I think was because of how you can mix and match every single one of them and what it provides. So one of the matches I'm showing you is the number 2 Dry Rehearsal and number 4 Flower Shower. And this is like such a cool tone, like raspberry purple lip. And I really like it because I don't think I'm a cool tone girl, you know? But this lip combo, so good. So good. And then if you're looking for more of a warmer tone, you can mix the number 1 Another Base, which I use that often as just like my base color, and then mix it with like number 3 Sunday Picnic Or what I even like to do is mix another base with Dry Rehearsal. Those are my probably 2 favorite shades. Obviously, no lip product lasts on your lips forever. It shouldn't. That sounds not good. It sounds like a tattoo. But the way that this tint kind of erases throughout, when you're eating and drinking and talking, it fades really nicely. So it doesn't just leave an outside layer around your mouth, but it kind of just fades into more of like a stain. And that's another reason I really like these products and just Korean lip products in general, is the way that it fades is so much more natural than the ones I've seen here. These also have a bit of like a rose water scent, but again, it's not overpowering, and once you put it on your lips, you can't really smell it that much, but they definitely do have a rosewater smell to them. And then lastly, I wanted to talk about the Fwee Mellow blushers. I think I mentioned them in my haul. I mentioned all of these in a haul, but these blusher mellows, they're mixed between a cream and a powder blush, but they're very different in formula from other cream to powder blushes that I've seen. They have more of like a marshmallow jelly texture, and it's very, very interesting. They don't apply too heavily, so they're super easy to build up. Yeah, as you can see, I'm putting on the number 1 before blushing, so this is more of a base shade. And again, with these, you can also mix and match, which is what I did. Today, I mixed the before blushing with Sunshine Guava. I think if you are a lighter skin tone than me, then the before blushing will be a really nice like orange coral blush. But for me, my skin tone it's close to the same. It just provides the lightest color. These are proven to be long lasting and resistant to water or sweat. And they've been really formulated to stick to the skin. That's why they are this like almost marshmallow gripping texture, because they wanted to make sure that this blush kind of pretty much stays on all day. And I'll be very honest, I don't really believe that blush can stay on all day. Like I always say, blush is the first thing to go. However, this blush is definitely longer lasting than a lot of the other blushes that I have. And I think it's because of that cream to powder formula and how it grips onto my makeup. So I definitely noticed that it is a lot longer lasting. I don't think it lasts like millions of years. Nothing should last that long, you know? But I definitely think it has a much better staying power than a lot of the other blushes that I have. Lastly, they also gave me this Daya 1 Carat highlighter. So I don't use this as much on my high points on my face, just because I don't know, I don't use highlighter like that. But I use this on my eyes constantly. And I think this is totally a dupe for the Fenty Diamond Bomb. I think though this has almost like a little bit of a cooler toned, like straight up glitteriness to it. While the Diamond Bomb has more of like a pink iridescence, this has more just of like a cool toned like silver glitter. But I think it's perfect for adding that glistening effect on your eyes. Very easy to use. I just swipe, 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 and donezo. That is my lowdown of products that I have been into lately, things that I've been reaching for more often, and things that are easy to use. I think I've lost my creative juices a little bit, but I'm all about what's easy to use. Hopefully you are too. And so this will be helpful to you. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll try my best to answer them. Thank you again, Fwee and Numbuzin, for sponsoring my very first video. How exciting. How exciting. Also, did I mention what I have on my lips today? I have the Fwee Red. Isn't it like, I love me a good non-burdensome red lip. And this is perfect. Perfect. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you guys got a pretty good understanding of the Fwee and Numbuzin products. And I really, really recommend you guys checking them out. I will link them below. And yeah, that's it. Hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. As always, be nice to your parents, wear a mask, and check out Fwee and Numbuzin. Bye!